I can't help but like jam out to it every time.
It sounds good. I like it.
Do you know, guess the title of that song? It's called Pimp My Pride.
Nice.
Perfect. Perfect, right? What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Pride or Die. Sorry that we weren't here last week. I forgot to let everybody know that Glennis is camping, or G is camping.
I will, yeah.
Yeah, and G, tell us, how was your experience?
It was amazing. If you have the chance, I suggest that you visit the beautiful Upper Peninsula of Michigan. It is an idyllic place. The state parks are beautiful and very reasonably priced. We had a great time. Also, legal weed. So
yeah, this is the dream. And how are you, Ainsley? How have you been?
I'm so glad to be here and not anywhere else.
Oh, nice. Hey, I just want to give a quick shout out to the chat. So Robo, what's up? You were first, man. Congratulations. Danny, such a joy to have you, Danny, every time. I love seeing you. Ignacio, what's up, man? This is great. I need you to please explain to me, what is this Hellfire Gala thing? Great, perfect. That's a good segue, yeah, for my intro. So Jonathan Hickman's X-Men relaunch has seen the entire mutant race gather on the living island Krakoa. Hero and villain alike are welcome on the shores of Krakoa, where the mutants are setting aside their old differences to build a new civilization. In the wake of the X of Swords, the Hellfire Trading Corporation, responsible for trading mutant goods across the world, have called the first Hellfire Gala. This event will see the mutant race step out of the shadows and reveal their intentions to representatives of the world's governments and intelligence agencies, and they will also reveal new outfits. And you get some sound effects. Oh wow, G's hair is bleached. I feel that happened without any hiccups. Super easy.
Yeah, no, it went exactly as planned and turned out perfectly, and was not painful in any way.
That sounds legit. I believe you.
Thank you. Good. I would never lie about that.
No. So what do you guys think about this? So this was announced start of this year, I want to say. Something like that. Yeah. And I was excited from the get-go. How did you both feel about it? What do you think about this event?
Let me think.
Oh shit, wait. How do I make you big? There we go. Yes. Invite. That's sexy as fuck.
Yes, the official invite to the Hellfire Gala. I have been very, very excited for this event since it was announced. I love parties. I love fashion. I feel like this was custom tailored for me. It was great.
Yeah, it does feel like a ball for the queers, yeah, it feels great. The fashion, man, I have been looking at this shit all week and I still can't pick my favorite, my tops. I was like, how do I pick top 5? And I'm like, nah, can't do it. Also, I'm just going to call out, you know how in fashion reviews they do trend alerts?
Mm-hmm.
The trend alert I noticed, I don't know if you guys noticed any, but mine was fucking bolo ties. There's 4 or 5 bolo ties in this.
Yeah, but it's all for the X-Force characters.
Yeah.
but they're all for the X-Force characters. Nobody else is wearing the bolo ties.
Maybe it's like a uniform thing,
I hadn't actually put that together, so wow, there you go.
Yeah, I did.
Because I was I saw Logan with one and I was like, oh, I love Logan with a bolo tie, that's great. And then 3 more times I saw it happen and I was like, wait, what's going on? Yep. Why is this happening? Interesting. Did you notice any trends while you were looking through the outfits?
Lots of capes, which was nice.
I liked a lot of shirtless men, with jackets. I was a big fan of that.
Lots of man chest.
There were some really bold male fashion choices. You generally
agree.
See it's a suit. And I liked that the characters even addressed that. I think Speed showed up and was like, I didn't realize dresses were an option.
Yeah. Aww. And it was like, David, you should wear a dress all the time.
Right?
Yes.
That's on my list of the ones we need to talk about.
Yes. Oh my gosh. All of the X Factor characters I loved so much, but the fact that they put both David and Trevor in these really cool like half dresses. And then David with the fairy wings. Oh my god, it's so
yeah,
good.
let me see if I can find that. So, like, we're just
Yes.
gonna run through this in whatever order we feel like.
I was really happy to see, like, some people, like David, they gave like these gorgeous attention catching gowns, but I liked that like Pixie had just like all black.
Okay, so Pixie's outfit made me so happy because like she's got the pink hair, she's got all the little butterflies in her hair, yes, and then the goth dress, and I'm like, this is what my soul looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yes.
Let me see. That's a bit better.
Yes.
There we go. Okay, so who was the other character, sorry, that you wanted to see?
Also, like, this is, I feel like, the definition
Prodigy.
of covered up sexy.
Prodigy.
You're showing
yeah.
the skin, but like,
yeah, great dress, loved it.
This is an excellent way to start because there was definitely like Fae energy. And yeah, this wasn't the only time we saw a gown below the chest too. Like, didn't Bobby have a similar thing with?
Let me talk, if I can, about Bobby's costume because it is, and I don't know if I'm the only person that feels this way, but it feels like a little bit of an homage to Emma, because she occupied him for a while, and just the fact that he has almost the exact same shoes as she does in one of her costumes. And can I just say, this man's is naked with a bustier that has a train on it, and that is so fierce. I
talk
oh
about,
my god,
like how he made it himself.
Cute. That's so
like
cute.
Everyone else has, like, I get Jumbo probably designed it, but like I like that he's the only one wearing his own fucking creation.
Oh,
that's not true. That's not true. Storm. Her costume incorporates her wearing a thundercloud.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
I
feel like we can't talk Storm yet because that's like blowing our load really early.
But then, and I like that, like Marvel Girl, her headpiece is floating. She is telekinetically wearing her headpiece. So I think that stuff like that was really cool too.
I love that they are literally displaying their differences. And in one of the early ones, I think in Marauders, one of the lead-ins, they say something about like there's no fear here, only pride. Which, like, this being the follow-up to Pride Month is so perfect. Because like that is the theme, is mutants are done being ashamed. And I love that we've moved on from that.
Yeah.
Yes.
X-Force was security at the event, so a uniform makes sense. Yeah. I love this outfit. This is probably in my top 10, I think.
Yes.
The list that
I don't even like the character, but I love that costume.
Outfits like so easy to do. Because like the green, the gold, the red hair.
Oh
yeah.
It's like bacon and eggs, man. It's so hard to fuck up.
Oh yeah, 100%. But I also just like the cut of like the what does it remind me of?
I like the 80s power shoulders.
Yeah. You know, at the end of Rocky Horror Picture Show when Riff Raff and Magenta are like fucking off back to space, and they're in those like amazing silver things, and it's the same cut as this. It's like real sci-fi and futuristic-y, and it's got that like triangle down the chest. I just love it. I think it's great, which is funny because like one of my issues with, let me see if I can find which one it was. There was another gal that had pants. I think maybe it was Rogue. Yeah. And I was like, I wish that it had, let me just chuck it up. I wish that this had, like, I love this, but I wish that it had like a peplum or something over the top, or some kind of like open skirt over the leggings.
Too much like her actual uniform for me.
Yeah, it does. And it's
there were a couple that were
enough.
Like that.
Yeah, it's not formal enough for me. I know that sounds weird, but I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's leggings.
Yep.
Technically, you know. But it's like, it's
and
cute.
like a boss ass jacket. The jacket is fucking great.
It's a great outfit. It's just not what I would expect for something billed as a gala.
Yeah, that's right. Marvel Girls headset is definitely putting an eye out.
You want to talk about putting an eye out? Pull Rachel Summers' costume up, and let's take a look at this. This blew me away.
Yes. So this is her like taking control of her trauma, right? Because she was in a position of like
she was literally a hound. that was her title. That was her job. She was a dog. She sniffed out other mutants and had to turn them in.
And so now she's in this position of like hound master, and she's got like hella like this is what the X-Men is for me, is this like, because everyone always says like, oh yeah, it's, you know, it's about civil rights and it's about queer people, but this is like the latex BDSM dream that X-Men has been for me my whole life, if that makes any sense at all.
It does. Oh, it does.
Yeah. Okay. I sent you a picture.
Yeah.
But they address that. Like, someone brings up, like, all our teachers are sexy as hell, and we're seeing them in literally fetish gear.
Yes. Yeah. That was Stacey X talking to Nightcrawler in Way of X. Either number 2 or number 3.
Which is a great book if you're not reading Way of X. Like, holy
hell. My God. Yeah. Yes. Very, very good. Really, really good. But also, on the subject of spikes, we also have to talk about Warpath's costume, and because he's got the spiky shoulder pieces, but also I read like 12 books over the last day and a half, so I can't keep them all straight, but whichever one it's in, it's pretty funny because he actually gets stuck in them at the end of the night. He did something and got it stuck, and they had to bring Danny Moonstar in to help disrobe him. Was it someone? Oh, it's Ileana pokes her head out of the room. It's like, hey, how knowledgeable are you at disrobing a man?
Oh man, I was just sorry. Which one do you want me to throw up? I've just got the folder open at the moment.
Oh, Warpath.
Warpath, yeah. I was just trying to get photos from.
His costume is also sharp.
Like, that's such a nice touch for people, like, when you know the readers are people that, like, go to cons and deal with shit like this.
Yeah. Rogue's outfit is very Patrick Nagel. I don't understand that reference. I'm going to have to look that up. Does anyone know who Patrick Nagel is?
He has a cool last name.
Yeah. I'm just Googling. Let's have a look. Yeah, it is funny how there's a lot of, like, parallels between different outfits. I like that kind of tie-in with various characters.
Really love, like, I kind of hope when this comes out as a trade, I would love to see like behind the scenes with the people who designed all the outfits and like what the influences were.
That would be really cool.
I would buy that so hard.
One of you mentioned this before, but for anyone that hasn't read the event yet, or like hasn't read any X-Men this year or whatever it might be, the way they've written it is like there's a mutant fashion designer, Jumbo Carnation, and he's been working for Emma Frost and Hellfire for like some time now, and it's no surprise that she's told the rest of the mutants to go to him for fashion tips. But yeah, there's some, I like how they, exactly what you were both mentioning before, like tying in the powers to the designs, you know, like if you have telekinesis, making it a telekinetic headdress. And
can we bring up Betsy's costume? Because Captain Britain, she was one of the first costume designs that I saw when they started releasing preview images of the costumes that the characters were going to be wearing, and I lost my mind over this.
Yeah.
Because here is Betsy Braddock as a magical girl. This is 100% her magical girl costume, and I love it, and I need it to become her real costume.
Yep.
Yes. Oh my God.
I love it.
Complete with psychic butterflies as headpieces. Yes. I need it. I love it so much. Oh my God.
Yep. 100%.
This is one of my top 5. Easy.
Top 5. What else is in your top 5?
My top 5.
What's in your top 5, Glynis? I want to know, like, what are your top ones? What are your favorites that I should throw up.
Oh, I know. I'm gonna counteract a favorite of Ainsley's. I'm gonna say I loved Penance.
Penance. All right, that's fine.
So I was having this conversation with Jen the other day, where because I will bring this up at every opportunity. I fucking hate M. I hate her. I have hated her from the very first moment that I met her, and she has just gotten worse every single time I see her. No, because she's just a bitch. She's a mean-spirited bitch who is mean to all of her friends. Like, no one would stick around with someone treating them the way she treats people. I hate her. But they still give her friends in the books anyway. And I'm like, no! But that is a good costume, I will admit it.
Yeah, it's a pretty good costume. I like it a lot. The Ains
Like,
friends are my favorite.
Like, why do you love M? It would be those exact same things.
And then really that every time I meet someone who loves Monet, I'm like, how can you love her? And they're like, because she's a bitch.
She's a bitch. She's better than you and she knows it. It's the same reason I love
Emma is better than you and she knows it too, but she's actually likable. And everyone who hates Emma for those exact same reasons, yeah. No, I understand my own hypocrisy here, but still, it's done.
That's right. That's right.
And I love this costume again, yeah, because it so perfectly exemplifies like several aspects of her personality.
Yeah. Yeah, they've truly
it's a great costume. I didn't want to like it because I don't like her, but I did.
Her reading the Von Struckers was beautiful.
Yes, that was very nice.
That was that like no matter how low we are, we wouldn't be low enough to bother with you. Like I love that there's this blanket immunity, but screw you guys.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Can we talk about someone who didn't change it up enough? Mr. S.
That shocked me.
Like, yeah, what the fuck? Yeah. I thought it was gonna be really extravagant.
A statement on how like he already looks great all this. Like every day is a gala.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I hadn't even thought of that.
I will say I have not been reading Hellions. Hellions is not the book for me. It's not a book for me. But reading through all of the Hellfire Gala issues, and I got every single one of them. I have to say, like, one of the highlights of the entire event came from the Hellions book, involving Mr. Sinister, because Nanny gets completely wasted. Rhea, I actually sent you the picture. I posted it in the group chat the other day.
Oh, nice.
So Nanny gets absolutely drunk and smashes a champagne glass into a shiv and goes after Mr. Sinister. It was the best moment.
This one?
No.
I'm just trying to see with my tiny screen, like, which one's which.
Oh my god. Yeah, but God, I laughed so hard, and I was reading that at work, so that was not good timing, but
it's a good time. All right, no. I'm trying to find it. I'm doing a bad job.
Mr. Sinister's look didn't change enough for me.
Nope.
I mean, Exodus, I wasn't really impressed, and you know whose costume I was really disappointed in?
Who's that?
Warren's. Yeah, Angel. His costume was boring. It was boring.
That's like what he wears every day.
It was just it was a cape and some white like Hakama style pants. It was boring.
Yep.
It literally looks like he picked it out from his closet.
Yeah. Yep.
Which is a great closet, but again, gala.
Do you know who else bored me is Beast?
Oh my god, yeah.
I'm like, it's just boring.
He looks like, if you want to talk about closets, he looks like he raided Quentin Quire's closet for that.
Headcanon.
Should we talk about the boy that everybody loves that was trending because of the outfit? Fucking Colossus.
Oh my god, what a thirst trap.
That was in my top 5.
Have we seen Colossus or Dagon? Yeah.
And the thing is, like, it's only like 30% the outfit. It's like mostly that facial hair.
Yep.
Look at that fucking
people put a beard on these characters and folks go ballistic. When Nick Robles put a beard on Kurt for I don't even remember which X-Men it was. Oh my god!
I think during Age of X-Men.
No, it was before them, but it was around the same time.
Anyway, yeah.
Because I don't know if it was for Rosenberg's X-Men run or if it was for the one just before that. It might have been, but either way, yeah. When he put that beard on Nightcrawler, everyone lost their damn minds.
That's fair.
The same here.
Yeah.
So funny, and it happens every time.
This I wanted to talk about because this is like what every fucking dude I went to high school with would have worn to what we call formal, what you call prom.
Well, I mean, Dakin is just a shitty fuckboy, so that works out.
Dude, okay.
It sums it up.
I think he should have chest hair.
Yeah, I agree.
Personally.
Yep.
But I guess he probably shaves, doesn't he?
Probably waxes.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah, waxes. Imagine so. He never has chest hair. And like he's hairy.
Yeah.
I love that he's not wearing shoes. That's the best part of this outfit.
Hello, John's Comics with Kids. How are ya? Robles. Dazzler, I also found boring.
Yeah.
How for Dazzler are you going to outdo her show outfits, though?
Yeah, that's fair. That's a good point.
Yeah.
Who did I like?
I think maybe I have others I liked.
I loved Northstar and Kyle and their little capes. That made me so happy.
All right, well, let's start with that.
Oh, it wasn't crazy cool, but I did really like Nightcrawlers. Like,
hell yeah.
I don't know. It looked cool.
Kyle's I liked, for sure.
Look at that regal motherfucker. Oh my god, I love him so much. He's a good boy.
That is shiny shit. Yeah, and Northstars I remember enjoying too.
The thing that I loved about his, aside from the cape, is the little open side with the buckles. Yep. That was such a cool, interesting touch, and I loved it.
Yeah,
very creative.
I enjoyed it too. Sorry,
it tells you a lot about his character from like very little.
Yeah,
which I enjoy. Yeah. Nightcrawler. I thought,
Nightcrawler.
Yeah. His was sweet. I liked it. So, reading Way of X was kind of cool because in each of the books, Nightcrawler interacts with a lot of people at the Hellfire Gala, and I didn't really think about it until I was reading Way of X #3 because you see all of those interactions in a row in a series of panels from his perspective, and I'm like, that was clever. That was a good touch. It was very attentive.
I know this wasn't like, I think what you would describe really as an event, like a mini event maybe, but like, god damn, this was like a masterclass on how to do an event. Because like you could read one book and you could like it, you don't need to do all of it, but if you do, it does this beautiful portrait all together.
I do want to answer one of the questions that was down there. Yes, Northstar has pointy ears, he and his twin sister both. And they always have, it's just part of their mutation, but for a while, they were led to believe that they were elves. But that turned out to be a hideous fib by Loki, who was trying to lure them into Alfheim, or Svartalfheim, into the Dark Elf realm to have them murdered. So anyway,
classic Loki.
There's a little history on Northstar's pointy ears.
I love that. I was hoping, I threw it up because I knew that you would know. But I want to touch on Gloriana because that's another. I just want to. Maybe I should set up a banner with the trend alert because we definitely have a wings trend.
Yes.
And we definitely have a bolo tie trend. This was one of my favorites. Is Frenzies.
Yes. Oh my god, she looked so good.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I think she might have just been in the guide.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you catch a couple of glimpses of her in some of those really big, impressive group shots. And I think you see her in Sword #6 in that dress because that's their gala tie-in. But that's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
so
her dress was bitchin'.
Shirtless action.
Yeah, shirtless action. See, this to me is still not enough for a gala because like it's too much black. I want to see the inside of that cope.
I would take the coat off, maybe.
Coat cape, yeah. I would at least put the inside fabric to like a deep purple, like just to break it up a little bit, like make it, because it looks great. Like the fit and stuff is great. it's just too much black, and it's a little bit
That's
too
fair.
boring for me because I always, you guys know me, I always fucking wear black. And
What?
sometimes
She says
you
wearing
just
a white
need-
hoodie.
I say wearing the opposite. But
Well, you dress
yeah,
up for us, so.
that's right. That's right. Speaking of dressing up, I liked Aurora.
Yes.
I love the movement and the little peak in the top is really cute.
And I love her shoes.
Yes.
Shoes.
Oh, talking of shoes. Fuck. Like, can we talk about these fucking shoes? Hold on. It's coming.
Oh,
Yes. Oh my God.
Damn.
I want to make love to those boots.
I want to make love to those shoes, and like I can imagine.
I just want to lick them.
Oh yeah, lick the boot, lick it. I was thinking this with Laura's outfit. Let me see if I can find that. Like, imagine those shoes with this dress, because I think these shoes are a bit bland, but I do love.
I
this
loved her
dress.
costume though. I am a sucker for an asymmetrical hemline on a skirt. So this costume did it for me. I loved it so much.
Yeah. I also love her like whole cutout tops style that she usually has. Like, I just love that. I'm a big fan of it. With like the little strappies and the choker and the, oh man, it's kind of like Art Deco pattern on the top.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's look at the other Wolvies. Hang on. Here he is.
Oh,
So he's
This just feels like a throwback to his days as Patch, and that makes me laugh.
Hey, what did you think of WizKid?
Can I just talk about how much I love him? Because I love him a lot. So I was telling G, who has been encouraging me for a while, to read Sword, but I hate Abigail Brand like as much as I hate M. Maybe just a little less, because I don't think I hate anyone more than M except for Cyclops. But anyway, but I put it off and I put it off and I put it off, and I ended up finally reading it only because we did Al Ewing stuff last week. And I opened the book and there is WizKid, and it was like love at first sight. I'm like, this kid is so smart and sassy and funny, and he's adorable, and I love him. I love his costume.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It was fantastic.
What did you think, G? Did you like it?
Yes.
Yeah. Wait, Wolverine's Patch. Joke, but that costume is so good. Those are Alexander McQueen boots Aurora's wearing. No fucking shit. Is it really? Or is that just like, or is that just like what they look like?
If it's beautiful fashion, it's probably Alexander McQueen.
Yeah, truth. Hey, I don't know if we want to.
That's my guy.
Yeah. It's like, do we want to talk about what's your rating? 10 out of 10?
I loved his little story.
Hell yeah.
Me too. It made me so happy. It was so cute and like. But see, so Doug was the reason I read New Mutants, like the original New Mutants. I was the only person who liked him. and so it was him and Warlock up until the bitter end. Thanks, Ryan. So I've got a special spot in my heart for Warlock too. And so yeah, him being there and having that little heart to heart.
Yeah.
Like, can we get him and Glob together for just like a wholesome?
Oh, cute.
Oh my God. Oh my
I love that.
I don't think we could handle that.
Do you want to see another one of my faves?
That was on my list.
Yeah, thinking the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yes, I fucking love that shit. And I love like the kind of holographic feel to the black underneath it too. Like, it's all shiny and it's awesome. I love the hat.
I really enjoy like a very tailored effect down around like men's groin area. Like like perhaps a priest's cassock, you know? Any sort of cummerbund. Like, let me show off your Jane Austen era men's clothing.
Yeah,
like show off your groin area. It's a beautiful
area. Hell yeah.
So you know who else had a really cool color swirly costume was Mercury.
Oh,
if you've got her handy.
Fine.
How is she not going to be gorgeous?
Yeah, truth.
Yeah.
So on the subject of Mercury, one of the stories in Way of X dealt with her and Loa, who has a big old crush on her. And I don't want to go into too much detail and spoil too much. The encounter didn't end well, but I'm really, really, really hoping that they bring those two back together, because everything leading up to when it really didn't go well was super adorable and really cute, and I love them.
Oh, that's really sweet. I love that.
It really was.
What did y'all think of Banshee?
It was a little underwhelming, but for me, what did it was the very brief interaction that he and Emma had, and I don't think you have a picture of it handy. I should have grabbed one earlier, but
okay.
He shows up and gets her attention, and she turns and says, "Sean," and just the expression on her face, you can tell the artist put a lot of work into conveying, because it's comic art, but you look at it and it's like she's looking at him and reliving all of their best years together in a single moment. And maybe that's just me imprinting on it because I wanted them to get married and have 400 babies, but I thought it was great, and I want to see the two of them interact a lot more in the future.
That's lovely. That's so sweet. Anyone you want to look at, G?
Let me check.
I've got Sunspot teed up.
Oh, Kitty.
Yeah.
Maybe look at Kitty.
Oh,
all right.
True.
Look at Kitty.
I think Kitty and Pyro are my only other two.
Okay.
Dude, Sunspot. If we're talking about making your powers into an outfit.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my God, Sunspot looked so good.
Yeah.
Like all of
So
Kitty's,
good.
or excuse me, all of Kate's looks have been amazing, like throughout Marauders. But like, God damn, this one. There's nothing I don't love about it.
Yeah. Like the hairpiece and stuff too. It's so dope.
Right.
I love the little face decoration. Like,
Right?
what even is that? I don't know why that's there, but I love it. It's everything.
Yeah.
Everything,
All the,
everything, everything.
ruffles
And like
boots.
all the X's on it.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Half pirate, half princess.
Right?
Pyro was in my top 10 or top 5 as well, because I fucking love this shit. It's
the,
funny
the fringe. Oh, it's so cool and so interesting.
Like, do you want to look at my chest all night? Because you could look at my chest all night.
Yeah.
But the other guys have open chests, but he's finally giving something interesting. It's not just, oh, look at my chest, I'm a big man.
It's drawing the eye.
It's visually appealing. It's interesting. It's something new. It's not just skin.
Yep. 100%. You know who was a bit strange to me was Magneto. I found this really weird. Yeah, I was like, this just.
I think it's really showing his age and like his background.
I gotta be honest, like I looked at this the first time and I had such Ian McClellan at that Gay Pride festival vibes. Like I will eat my proverbial hat if this outfit was not at least in part inspired by Ian McClellan.
I just want this. Like, I want to own this outfit. Out of everything in the series, this is the one I want.
It's funny, Miracle Man says something that I was going to say about, because we were looking at bloody Banshee, and I'm like, look at those shoes with no socks, and I hate that. But then I looked at this outfit,
lot of
and I was
them,
like,
none of them have socks.
Yeah, like just wear some socks. Like, I don't want to smell your cheese feet. Wear some socks.
I assume the shoes are like biodegradable Krakoan material, so like they'll just disintegrate after this. So.
That makes perfect sense. Let's shit
on
Scott for a bit.
It was so boring.
Yeah, lame.
And like, how could they possibly make his visor stupider? Oh, let's make it bigger. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was real dumb, gross. Yeah, I agree. They're all wearing no show socks. Gosh, So Danny. Yeah. All right. Let's have a look at someone good. And for me, that was. Do I have it here still? Well, I'm building the suspense. Just wait for it. iBoy.
Yeah.
Yay!
Hell yeah.
This one for
I
me
also
really
love-
exemplified the idea of pride.
Yeah. I can see that. I get what you're saying. Sorry,
But
Ince,
he
did
also
you...
got. Oh, no, I was just saying he also got dressed in like 5 minutes because they were late. And so he literally just threw all the shit on in a rush. You see him like throwing clothes over his shoulders and stuff as he's frantically, yeah, I'm almost ready.
Yeah.
But also, the thing that I love about Trevor, so many of these young characters that are, 14, 15, 16, even 17, are often written like young adults, which they're verging on that. But I've got a 16, almost 17-year-old at home, and I know what 16 and 17-year-old kids act like. And Trevor's it. He's goofy, he procrastinates, he's silly, he's childish. Like none of these kids are allowed to act like kids, but he does. And I love it. I'm here for it. And so that was a lot of fun.
His interaction with that resurrection that went wrong, I can't remember who it was.
Rock slide.
That was beautiful.
Yeah. Very cool. I'm just looking at what we've got left. We've still got a fair few left.
Yep.
So
Sunfire. Can we talk about Sunfire?
Absolutely.
See, I loved this costume and the incorporation of the mask and the friggin' flame trim on the coat. This was an absolute win for me.
What do you think? Did you like it?
He was giving me Fire Lord realness.
Ooh.
Yes.
Everything was good until the Fire Nation attacked.
For real, I want those pants though.
Did I do this right? Yeah, agreed on. Yeah, I love, like, what do they call these? Temple pants? Where they're like bigger in the top and skinny in the cuff. I love that shit. Hammer time pants. You know the one.
I call them the only pants that are big enough to hold my
parachute
dick.
Pants. That's the That's the one. I love it. What have I got next, Celine? What'd you think?
I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
Ah, really? She was the
us.
Black Queen of the Hellfire Club.
Oh, never mind.
And she is an ancient sorceress. And I've never been huge on Celine. I wasn't big on her because I was always an Emma Frost fan. And I'm like, oh, she just wishes she was Emma. But no, I would let her step on me
for that. We all wish we were Emma Frost.
I would let her step on me, and I would let her hit me with her little riding crop there, and I would say thank you.
Honestly, this doesn't look like she's going to a gala. This looks like she's going to an entirely different kind of party.
And I'm okay with that.
Right? I would maybe like to go to that party. I don't know.
Yeah. I love the like collar to the cape. I think that's so sick, where it like spikes out and has the little drapies. That's so fun. Sebastian Shaw.
Boo.
Boo.
I'm just laughing that I'm still enjoying that he is still recovering from Kate and Emma absolutely beating the living shit out of him. And not letting him die so that he can suffer and recover the slow way.
Hell yeah. I do enjoy some good mutton chops. I'm not going to lie.
Just sit there and look pretty.
That's right. Heck yeah, not hot. All right. Sage. Bolo tie.
But to be fair, she also didn't go to the gala. She spent the whole time in the observation room with all of the computers and stuff.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, the closest that she got to the gala was when Emma showed up. And if y'all haven't read the Hellfire Gala books, you really need to, because that interaction was amazing. And a prime example of why I love Emma Frost.
Yep. And there are guides out there too if you want to figure out how to read the event. There's like a whole list of things you can check out. So I was thinking
again, just such a fucking well executed event.
Yeah,
yeah, it
yeah,
really
they're
was.
really hitting their stride. Yeah, I agree. I think they did a really good job.
Oh,
Tell me your thoughts and feelings.
I love the cape.
So, you remember last week when we were wrapping up and I said that I had some opinions? Let me talk about Richter at the Hellfire Gala for just a second. So yeah, the cape is really cool. What you don't see shown in the picture here is on the back is this beautiful like Yggdrasil looking tree pattern right on the back. It's really gorgeous. So the Hellfire Gala culminated with X Factor number 10, which was the last book as the series got canceled. Leah Williams, I think, did the best that she could for the most part to tie up a lot of loose ends. She didn't find out that the book was canceled until she was penning the script for number 9, so she had 2 books to tie everything up. And one of those storylines was Shatterstar. Shatterstar had been abducted by Mojo and was being forced to perform a la like WWE wrestling superstar. They actually totally ripped off Randy Orton's pose for it in one of the issues. It was beautiful. I was a little impressed and surprised that they didn't get sued. But anyway, so he'd been kidnapped, and X Factor was supposed to go rescue him, which they did. A bunch of stuff happened with Teresa. But long story short, Shatterstar shows up at the gala. He is drenched in blood and finds Richter, who he hasn't seen in like 2 years. So the events leading up to this were Age of X-Man, where Richter disappeared because he was pulled into Legion's imaginary world. And so Richter was missing. Shatterstar went off on an adventure with X-Force, with the newly arrived young Cable. And at the end of it, Shatterstar makes the comment of, now that this is over, I really need to go back and properly mourn Richter, because Star thinks that he's dead because he's just gone. He has no idea that Richter is alive and well, and after the Age of X-Man, back in reality. So they haven't seen each other. They don't even know that the other one is alive until this this thing that happens with Shatterstar, and it makes the two of them aware of each other. So they have just discovered that the other is still alive. And Star immediately goes to the gala to find Richter, and he does, and turns him around, and I'm expecting, this, oh my God, you're still alive, and this beautiful reunion. But Excalibur number 21, which is their tie-in, shows you that Richter spurns him. Says, like, what is wrong with you? You're covered in blood and you just show up out of nowhere? Like, what did you expect me to do? I expected you to go, holy shit, you're alive, and to be like, wow, I thought that you were dead for the last 2 years, and you're not. I'm so happy. But instead, he snubs him, turns and leaves, and Betsy pulls up the rear and says, you can go find another place to drink, Star.
Shit.
Are you fucking kidding me? I was so mad. And thankfully, at the very end of Excalibur number 21, Richter has left the party because it sucks and he hates it and he hates everyone. He's depressed. What do you want? But anyway, so he leaves and does this druid thing with other druids and makes himself a new island. And Star shows up with a 6-pack, and Richter basically says, we can sit down and you can tell me where you've been, I'll tell you where I've been, and we'll figure out where we are together. But I imagine that that's going to be the last of it, and Excalibur number 22 is going to continue on without acknowledging Shatterstar's existence at all. So anyway, that's my whole thing about Richter. The outfit's okay.
I love. We need like a regular segment of like Ainsley explains or something like that. I'm trying to think of what
Ainsley going on a tirade about her gabies.
Ainsley's tirade. I would definitely check into that for sure.
Ainsley's grievances.
Ainsley's grievances. I love that. Hey, I found that really fascinating. Legit. I'm just conscious of
Thanks.
like both of your time because there is literally, how many did we say outfits? 62?
Oh my god.
64?
I was thinking about that today. I was like, if we go 1 minute for each.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Right? I didn't mean to take up that much, but I felt very, very strongly about it because they're characters that I love a lot.
I literally didn't take notes for those because I was like, I'm not going to need to say anything.
Yeah. Like, I don't... That's like, this is our show. No, don't be sorry.
Yeah.
This is our show. Like, we're the trio, and like we get to decide. Like, we get to talk about what we want. So you're doing it. You're doing it right. Jennifer says, "I watch that show on a regular basis. It's great." Which one was that?
Ainsley's tirades. So yeah.
That's funny. I love Ainsley's grievance / tirade. See, I told you, it's a popular segment.
We can make a whole separate podcast.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's the only reason I'm shifting from image to image to image. It's not because I'm not interested in what you have to say. I'm always interested in what you have to say. I just know that I could literally take up 16 hours of your time very easily.
This is another that I don't like the character, but I loved this costume so much. It's beautiful.
It's very pretty. Yeah, I like the sleeves. Hey, those transparent ones. Yeah, very cute. Professor X.
That's a thing you could wear and leave the
house in. The gold chains and the gold like bib was so weird for me.
So weird. It's such a weird choice.
Everything about this Charles is so weird to me.
Yeah.
But like whatever, fine.
Yeah, you do you, boo. Who we got? Polaris.
I loved it.
Yeah, you love this?
So pretty.
Very pretty. Very pretty. Who else? Done penance, done. All right. Well, we haven't looked at Mystique yet. What'd you think of Mystique?
How?
I know.
Look at that. It's impressive.
Yeah.
She needs to keep that forever and just like wear it
forever. I hope they bring it back.
Meetings.
Yeah. I hope in 50 years they do an issue where she just pulls it back out.
Like the asymmetrical sleeve. Perfect.
Yeah. I'm a big
Real
fan
quick, fun fact about Mystique and her clothing is because of the nature of her shape-shifting abilities, she makes all of her clothing out of her shape-shifting abilities. So she is technically always naked.
Nice.
Oh, there you go.
I think there are a few, but like this is number one for me in the looks I want to see a drag queen recreate.
Yeah, 100%. It's funny because
Fifi O'Hara, if you watch this, challenge extended.
Fuck, that would be so good.
Although wait, she's not a drag queen anymore, she's just a cosplayer now. So even more challenge extended.
Hell yeah. Cameron Michaels did a She-Hulk. I don't know if you ever saw that one because Cameron Michaels is like super buff drag queen. So, did She-Hulk, and it was like one of the hottest things I've fucking seen in my life. It was so good. So pretty.
Very nice.
What else we got? I've got Cannonball.
Who? Oh, yeah.
This was okay.
That's nice.
Yep.
Yeah, it was nice. He cleans up good.
Yeah. I've got Bishop.
Who I don't remember seeing at all. I think he might just be in the guide.
That doesn't read Bishop to me.
What would you rather have seen?
Honestly, I don't know. I don't know that I know his character that well, but like I just red doesn't fit for me with him.
Okay.
Maybe if it was the same outfit in blue, I would have been more down with it. I don't know.
Cool. Domino.
Yeah. Same as Sage and Wolverine and Quentin. I mean, like all their costumes are just black bolo ties.
Yeah, that's true. We should talk about your wife.
Yes.
Oh boy.
Because I
gotta say, like, I was so happy when I found out that she was gonna have costume changes. She is the most extra bitch in the entire universe, and everything that she does is wonderful and makes me happy. That fucking fur coat is the stupidest, most impractical thing I've ever seen, and I want it. I want it.
Yeah.
Did you guys read the women's issue?
I haven't, but I haven't read it yet.
Okay, can I spoiler a story for you?
Yeah, it's been long enough. It's
okay,
my own
so
fault.
There's like a 2-page story that's Emma Frost, and she wakes up and all her clothes are dirty and her hair is messy and she doesn't feel like getting dressed. So she goes out looking like shit, but psychically projects an outfit.
Nice.
And now I just cannot stop thinking about like how often has Emma looked like shit, but we see her looking gorgeous.
Oh, 100%. I would do that all the time. That would be me 100% of the time.
Right? Like maybe she's actually a sea witch, but like we all think she's this gorgeous blonde woman.
I love that.
She's walking around in depression sweatpants, eating a good carton of ice cream, and nobody knows.
It's probably the case. You know, you probably just cracked it.
I think it was the shortest Marvel story that's ever blown my freaking mind.
So cute. This is exactly what I would expect from Emma. This is exactly what I would expect. And it's just like, it's nice having those expectations met and maybe even exceeded, because it's just so glamorous, and the headpieces, and like,
how much of this event was about mutant kind and how much of it was about Emma like showing off
and her costume changes? The fact that one of her costumes is literally just strands of diamonds is such a flex.
Like my cousin had to join the military to pay for college, but that's fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Exodus.
Who?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, the guy that Sinister is always trying to one up with bigger epaulets.
This looks like a transmog from World of Warcraft.
Oh, nice. That's dope. Havoc. Did we talk about Havoc?
No, we didn't, but I wanted to when you were talking about like asymmetrical and extra strappy thingies, and I loved his costume. I love his little swirlies. I love the throwback to his helmet. This was another one that I really, really loved, even though it was just black and white. There was no color in it. It's just so striking and so interesting. Right? I loved it.
Yeah, I would wear this 100% to something, you know, like, and
I would love a kimono with this pattern.
Yeah, and like I love the cosmic like satin ring shoulders, you know, that's so fun. Oh my god. Anyway, sorry.
Gushing. Although pain if you want to reach for something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, not as bad as Warpaths.
True. Yeah, that's fair. I would like to see them in movement, in action, you know, like that would be really interesting to see how they flow, and like what the fabric choices would be is something that I'm really interested in too, because you can do so much with this. Even though it's black and white and plain, you could have like the pattern underneath some kind of God. See how it's shiny and transparent, and like
in our imaginary book where they go into detail, could it have fabric samples?
Can you imagine?
Can you imagine like Vogue doing this project, like making you a nice like lookbook for all of
They should do that.
Do it.
They should do
they
that.
Should.
So there's a designer for Burberry I really like, and I'm not going to remember his name. He started at Givenchy and then he went to Burberry, and he's done like Rihanna and Beyonce and Jay-Z's concert tour outfits. And I was like, why don't they, and maybe they do, but like, why don't they use more of those people that do those concert tour outfits for like, superhero movie design? Because
it's not comics related, but so Final Fantasy 15, Princess Luna Freya has a wedding dress because she's supposed to marry the main character. And the wedding dress is actually shown on display. She's presumed dead. And so the wedding dress is put on display in her hometown of Altissia so that all of her doting, loving subjects can go pay their respects to her. And the wedding dress was actually designed by Vivienne Westwood.
Holy hell.
Who is mentioned in game because she was made an honorary citizen of Altissia for designing this wedding dress. So I am 100% for actual real world designers designing these things and getting to become characters in the story. Absolutely.
I love that shit. That's like froth. Yes. Love it. I've also got Jubilee.
I loved her dress so much.
I could see you wearing this, actually.
I absolutely would. This is another one that's one of my top 5.
Yeah, I could see you in this.
I love the pink and the sparks and the off the shoulder and the long sleeve on the one. Just everything about it I loved, made me happy.
Cute. I really liked...
I want that to be turned into a baby blanket for Shogo when they're done.
Aww.
Yes.
This like chunky sweater knit type. I know it's like probably not. It's the same complaint that we were all just saying before. It's like not necessarily formal enough.
I hate this outfit.
You hate this? I want to wear this. I want to wear it.
Really?
It looks so cozy and comfy and soft.
What? Okay, so why do you hate it?
Yeah, tell me.
There's like not a single thing about it that I like. I don't like the length. I don't like how bulky it is. I don't like the top parts. I don't like those angry looking earrings. I hate the shoes. Like,
I love this. Shit on it. I love it. That's what we're here to do.
It looks much better in the actual comics than it does right here. Like this makes it look pouchy and gross.
I sent in the actual comics, of her that's like up close, and it doesn't look as terrible there.
Right.
Where she has just a great line where she tells off someone.
Oh my God! Yes, that was amazing. But also, she was featured in one of the stories in the Marvel Voices Pride book that took place at the Hellfire Gala, where her costume looked really, really cute as she was dancing with Elle. I think that's who it was. I don't remember exactly.
Nice. This, you know what this reminds me of is Manila Luzon. I'll see if I can find a picture to put the comparison up. Yeah. I think that's why I liked it, because like she's probably one of my favorite drag queens, and I looked at this and I was like, this reminds me of Manila.
From around here.
Let me see if I can find something chunky.
But also, I do like the fact that it showcased her prosthetic leg.
Yeah,
I do like that.
I like when disabilities are made prominent.
And like, I get why it looks the way it does, because like they're showing her powers. I get it. I just like aesthetically, I hate it. Oh, my queen.
I just, you know how she's got those real over-the-top campy outfits? That's what it reminds me of. And or like even across with Kimchi and Manila, that whole like massive, chunky thing. Yeah. Anyway, Cora.
I gotta be honest, I don't even know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
All right. So great outfit.
But I hate the hair. I hate her hair.
Yeah, that's fair. Who else we got? Kid Omega, which is pretty boring.
It was, but so Kid Omega, I have never liked Quentin. He's boring and annoying to me, but he had another great interaction with Tony Stark, who shows up, not through the gates. He shows up flying on his own, says, I'm not putting that damn flower on. I know exactly the technology that it possesses. I refuse, and you can't make me. Oh, what's that? You can't get in my head? Gee, where did these side blockers come from? And he's just absolutely demolishing this kid. But he has this line of, look, I'm not going to do it. You can't make me. Let's go get some Shirley Temples. And it was just this really quick throwaway line, but I really appreciate whenever they are intentional with writing Tony's continued sobriety.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really awesome. Is just a quick reminder to everyone reading that, hey, Tony is still sober, and I loved it. I thought that was awesome.
Yeah, that's important. That's really cool. I love that shit. Loa.
It looks like a fish.
Yeah.
It looks like a lionfish.
Yeah.
I would have liked it better
I
if
really want to know more about, but like I don't know her power set well, so I don't get it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I would have liked her costume a lot more if they actually like darkened her skin tone back to what it's supposed to be, because she's like, if I remember correctly, she's like a Pacific Islander. She's a darker skinned person, and she is very, very pale in these books.
Yeah. Ruh-roh. Little bit of whitewashing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Madrix.
I love the detail of like the servers are just dupes of Jamie.
Yes.
This is cool.
I like how they couldn't get magic to change out of her freaking outfit.
Yeah.
Like you're just wearing what you wear every day, and he put horns on you.
That's right.
Well, and the kind of like swirly transparent
You
dress.
allowed Jumbo to drape fabric on you, which
yes. And gave her the demon horns. Those she bore gladly.
I love that. Manifold.
Oh, yes.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. I loved it. I love him. I'm so happy to see him.
Another gorgeous shirtless man.
Yeah. It really is a trend, isn't it?
The one thing I wish we maybe would have seen is like, okay, you know, like the style that Prodigy had with that like at the waist. I wish we would have seen that in a female character with maybe like just pasties on the nipples.
Oh yeah,
that would have been awesome.
Right? Give me a titty out look.
Who would you have put that on?
I think I would have done Dazzler for that.
Oh yeah, that would be great.
And she got little titties, so it's not even like that shocking.
That's right. Mastermind.
I believe this is what he wears every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's boring, and it's brown. Like
yeah. I'm with you. Got Mirage.
I like that.
Yeah.
You're like serving royalty, and I enjoy that.
Yeah. I really do like when the inside of the cape is lined.
I wish like it was a better drawing, is my only complaint.
Yeah. It's a fashion drawing. It doesn't need to be good. It's not that great. Monarch.
Gorgeous.
This was so weird because he actually is just stark white in the comics.
Yeah.
So that was
Alice in Wonderland.
Jarring.
Yeah, it is very Alice in Wonderland for sure.
It was weird. I don't like it.
That might have been our last one. I think I just did it. I think we just did it.
Wow. We did it! Yay!
Woo! Fashion review. I was gonna make us like do a whole is it Gambit or is it not Gambit? And then I realized that I would hate doing that 64 times. And so now I'm just going to say the joke, which I just did. So good. We did that. Anything you want to say to wrap up on this review, this fashion photo review?
Catch up on X-Men because it's just phenomenal.
Yeah, it's worth your time. I also have those like other images that you sent.
Oh yeah. I think the end of, if you haven't read Sword number 6.
Is it this one?
Yeah.
Spoiler.
I mean, Trial of Magneto's coming up, so I think like it's gonna be spoiled soon, whether or not. But like, dude, this, I hated where it went, but like this moment I've been wanting for so long.
Oh,
I love their relationship, and I hate that they're not. They're related in my head.
Yeah,
so.
They are. So earlier in one of the books, Lorna, walks past Magneto and calls him father.
Yeah,
I'm literally,
and they established that early on in X Factor, where it's like, no, he's my dad.
Yep.
Yeah, they retcon the retcon. Yeah.
Yep.
Like the way you love Good Dad Bruce, I love Good Dad Magneto.
Yes.
Which you get.
You know what else they need to retcon after having been retconned is Franklin Richards, who they arbitrarily, I don't know who was responsible for that, but just decided that, he's not actually a mutant. The fuck he isn't. You take it back. I hate it. I hate it.
Just left me deeply unsatisfied.
No, I hate it, and I can't wait for someone to undo that and make him a mutant again.
That would be great. That would be excellent. What else did you send me? Do we want to talk about any of this stuff?
I think go forward one.
This one?
I mean, I do. That's the role models wearing exclusively fetish gear, and that was brilliant. But no.
That's right.
But also, Stacey X passing out contraceptives was pretty awesome.
Yeah, that's a good time. Was it Dizon?
This beautiful line.
Yeah.
Just take a moment, take this in, and remember it for when you have to reject terrible men.
Can you read it out loud to us?
Oh, can I? Actually, no, because my eye is being weird.
Yeah. That's fair. Because I'm trying to read it from here. I'm like, hang on. Let me find it. Please hold. I've got a million different screens open at one time.
I could if I got uncomfortably close to my phone, but I'll pass.
Your negging and crude, tasteless insinuations aren't shocking. They are boring, as is your work. You created an abrasive persona to prove that you are authentic, but all you have done is show how basic and cruel you are. I love that. I love that. Fucking fire. Savage.
And she makes him dump a tray of drinks on his head.
Right.
Yeah. What a savage.
Can I talk about one more thing? Just one more thing that I encountered in reading all of these books to catch up. So one of the characters that has once again reared his ugly head, and I love that he was just plucked out of the ether, out of the obscurity of the past, and thrown back into the thick of things, is Fabian Cortez. Who, if you don't know who Fabian Cortez was, he is this anti-human mutant extremist. He worships Magneto. Absolutely just wants to kill humans. He hates them all. They're all terrible. And he keeps making appearances in these books where he is just mocked and ridiculed and dunked on. So he had this great interaction with Dr. Oh my God, who was it? Dr. Nemesis.
Yeah.
Who, by the way, is heading all of the science divisions to dealing with everything in Krakoa. And so they break down every single field, every single department in that field, and he is the only person doing everything. The only empty spot is in the ethics committee. So Dr. Nemesis is doing everything with zero ethics oversight.
He's just trying to stay in his lane.
Yes. So he encounters Fabian at the bar and engages him in conversation. And Fabian just gives him this whole sob story about how he got fired from Sword and replaced, and he was the glue holding everything together. And how could they do this to him? And Nemesis just says, "Let me stop you right there. Actually, I don't care." His only job is to get dumped on, and it is hysterical every single time.
Yeah, that's a good time.
Please read these books. Yes.
Ethics committee. Yeah. Oh man. You should definitely always read comics, always buy comics. Comics are great. Particularly X-Men. Even a bad X-Men comic is still probably going to be a fun time, you know? Oh! Controversial.
At the very least, it's got pretty pictures.
That's right.
Hey,
we hope, yes.
X of Swords. Should we finish up with anything?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Next week we're gonna just that. Just find whatever books Fabian is in, because it's such a good time to just watch him being massacred.
It's a great
Yeah,
time to
do
hate
it.
Fabian Cortez.
Hell yeah.
Yes.
Get into it. Hop on that hate train. Toot toot. We will have another show same time next week, and our topic is going to be, we did decide it. Do I remember it? No. What was it?
It's a surprise.
Surprise.
Yeah, surprise.
We did decide, didn't we?
It's anybody's guess.
Yeah, we did decide in the chat, and it's going to be a surprise because we can't remember right now.
So yeah,
but it's gonna,
now you'll
it's
just
gonna
have
be
to
good.
come back next week.
That's all right.
Come back for more professionalism. Like
Fun will be had by all.
Yeah. I don't know. Was it G? Did you suggest a comic or something that we should review? Some kind of queer comic?
We need to talk about Save Yourself, but it's only on issue 2. So we've got a ways to go.
We'll
but
hold off on
it's only on issue 2. So go add Save Yourself from Boombox to your pull list. It is in the first 10 pages queerer than anything I've read from DC and Marvel.
Woo!
Sold.
It's so gay. It's so gay.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Danny
I'm here
says,
for
I
it.
love surprises. Yeah.
Well, you'll love this then.
Let's get it. I think that's what we decided. Anyway, it'll be something cool, and it'll be us 3 again. So, you're going to have a good time. G's fucking sexy new hair. Look at that shit. I love it.
It
It'll probably be a different color by next week.
Yeah, I love it. Ains's lipstick, man. Both of you look so fire today. So fire.
And you look cute as always.
Thanks.
Always.
All right, well, thanks for hanging out with us, chat. It was really fun, and I enjoy looking at fashion even though I know nothing about it. Like, I've started watching fashion people talk about designers and realizing exactly how much I don't know. And it's really great. I'm getting into this real rabbit hole with it. So you might hear me talking about more of this shit as we go. More design stuff. Cool. Well, you guys are great. I love y'all, and we'll see y'all next week. Bye, all great stream. Thanks, Danny. Peace.